Well, the proposed grade 9 general education certificate is not a school leaving certificate, the Department of Basic Education has warned. The department today raised concerns about the way that Basic Education Minister Angie Motshekga's statements regarding the introduction and implementation of the general certificate had been reported. For more on this story, we are now joined by our reporter Mahlako Komane. A very good evening to you, Mahlako. Okay, there seems to be some divided views on the announcement of having a possible qualification at the end of grade 9.
Yeah, definitely, divided views, whether you want to call it leaving, you want to call it an exit point. But what we understand is that at grade 9, learners will then be able to be holders of this general education system. From then on, those learners that perhaps feel they're not they have no future at universities, it's not perhaps their wish or they're not inclined theoretically, are then able to take the certificate and go and access vocational training, be it the child wants to become an artisan, plumber, a carpenter, whatever, whichever direction which they may feel that they want to take their schooling career or their life. So they're able to navigate education in that particular manner, because from grade 1 up until grade 9, education is a little bit more theoretical. It's it's more about what you can regurgitate, although obviously they are now trying to ensure that they strike that balance between theory and practical. So I think this will offer learners that are not they really don't need to, or they feel that they don't need a degree. Maybe they are then able to use this and further their education at FETs.
So essentially this is possibly in line with the basic education's view or vision of having the growth in the TVET colleges.
Definitely. Also, I think what they also are trying to do or encourage is the issue of artisans. We do know that there is quite a great shortage of artisans in the country. I'm supposing through this they are hoping to address that issue. But also, as I said, those learners that are just not inclined to go further in your grade 10, your grade 10 up until 12, they're then able to take this option and move to your TVET colleges.
Now take us through what the confusion was around this statement, and specifically people thinking that come grade 9 you leave with a certificate, and that is somewhat equivalent a qualification.
I think perhaps what I understood the department to be saying is that they're not then saying they're kicking learners out of the system, but as I said, they are going to now take the certificate and they're able to access your TVET colleges to do those the N1, the N2.
But you wouldn't necessarily be able to apply for a job.
Well, I'm assuming you won't be able to apply for a job. I don't even think it's illegal for a child that is at grade 9 or about 15 to be working. I don't think so, but I think they're saying that you can acquire other skills that will make you ready for the labor market. That's my understanding of what the certificate will enable you to do. But also, it also speaks to learners that really do face, we're not all equipped the same. Some learner may be more technical, the next learner may be more theoretical. I think also trying to make our education more broad, addressing the different spectrums of learners and what you find their abilities and capabilities are.
And what has been the proposed time frame to establish this rollout?
Well, from the statement, and also I think the press release was that they were testing this from as the field test would be completed by July of 2020. And I think from then on, the department will hopefully be able to shed light to us and help us understand what is the way forward, how are they going to address this, because we also did obviously speak to the department, the spokesperson, Mr. Mhlanga. The concern obviously is, as things stand right now, there's really not even enough spaces in your TVET colleges, saying that, well, they're not going to implement everything at the same time. So we'll wait and see from the department how exactly is it that they're willing, or they are hoping to be able to attain this new certificate that they're trying to roll out, and the repercussions of it.
Sure, thank you very much for your time this evening. Mahlako Komane for SABC News, taking us through the Department of Basic Education's announcements of rolling out certificates for grade 9 learners.